Hey, what's up? I got an immaculate 48 Ford F1 here. Let's go take a look around at it, and I'm going to get to work on it. So there it is. Just a quick couple things I've done to it so far. 5.3 LS. Yes, I know, it's a GM and a Ford. Awesome. Got to redo all the wiring. Put LED headlights in it. I'm in the process of putting all the body parts on. I've got most of them on. Silverado seats, the built-in seat belts. Save me some time there. Original steering wheel. I made that work with the Mustang 2 steering rack. The gauges. Gonna have to make some access panels for that. That's alright. I'll do that later. Let's see. Come back here. Got a triangulated 4-link, adjustable coilover shocks, C-notch, all that good stuff. Gas tank from a 70, around a 70 Mustang. Fuel injected, already ready to go. Got that in there. In the process of putting this bed back together and the fenders, and they were rougher than I thought they were. But it's a rat rod, I don't care. Oh well. It's hard to see in here. Got so much crap laying around, but Craigers and white letters on it right now. That's not what I'm going to run. These black wheels here up front with some white letters later on. So I want to keep it old school rat rod looking. So right now I'm going to finish putting the bed together. We'll see how that goes. So far, they don't want to go together, but we'll figure it out. So I got the stake pockets bolted on. I got the tailgate on, chained up. This is how it lines up. And I had to put the strap in between the bed sides to keep them together, because once the tailgate's off and there's nothing there supporting them, they flop over. They're so floppy. So I got that strap in there temporarily. What it needs is a brace at the bottom of that fender up to the frame, and I'm gonna have to, that's on each side, so I'm gonna have to make a brace for those. That'll keep the bed from being floppy. I don't know if you can tell me. Yeah, I mean the whole thing's still pretty floppy. So another problem I ran into was the tailgate hinge. So this is what was originally on it. This half loop thing, this way. And that was it. That's all I got with the truck. I've been looking online for tailgate hinges, and there's nothing I can find with just this loop. They all use, it's kind of like this loop, but it's got like a tube coming off it, small tube, about an inch and a half long, that would obviously go in there. But I don't have that. All I got is this on each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece here, heavy wall, and then I will kind of do this. Gonna weld that in there, and then bolt it back on and stick that in the tailgate. Should be good to go. Yeah, it ain't gonna be pretty, but once again, I don't care. As long as it works, as long as it opens, whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Alright, there's a bracket for the tailgate. Got the tube welded in there. It's not tightened down yet. I'm going to make the bracket for the taillights now and come off the back of those and mount it there. But that's done. Look at the crack in that tailgate. Wow. Beautiful. Oh well. It'll stay together. Alright, so these are the taillights I'm going to use. They're made for a Jeep, but I mean they'll fit pretty good on the back of this. They're LEDs, kind of a blacked out look. Got a built-in license plate there. Built-in license plate light at the bottom. Pretty cheap too off Amazon. And I've already started kind of mocking up the bracket I'm going to use. It's just poster board. I still got to get a couple holes marked here to bolt to the truck, but yeah, I'll probably trim some of this all out. I mean, I don't need all this extra stuff here, but it's kind of a rough setup there. So good to get to work on that and see how it turns out. I started cutting this off with a cutoff wheel, and man, it sucks. Of course, there's dust everywhere, aluminum dust everywhere, and it's just a pain. So I thought, oh, I'll try the plasma cutter and cut a little section out there to see how it does, and it's not all that bad. It's rough, but I cleaned that up with a grinder. But I mean, it didn't melt it or anything, so I think it'll be all right. And it's so much faster than a cutoff wheel, so much cleaner. There's really hardly any dust at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out with a plasma cutter instead of the cutoff wheel. Alright, got the brackets done. Got them drilled out. Plasma cutter worked pretty good on them. Yeah, they are a little rough around the edges, but don't care. You won't be able to see them anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and slap them on and see how they fit. Alright, so there's the tail lights. Got them mounted. It's hard to get a good angle in here. I can't back up any farther than this. I got too much crap in the way, but there they are. Got the brackets made. Fit pretty good. About the best angle I can get it right now, but get the idea. Obviously I haven't wired them up yet. But there they are. Not too bad. Next I gotta make the bracket from the inside of the fender to the frame. Keep this whole bed from swaying back and forth. So that's next. Gotta get on it. Got one of the brackets done. Of course it took longer than I planned on, but there it is. It's in. Goes from the frame down to the fender. That'll keep the fender from flopping around. Hopefully it'll keep the bed sides from flopping around too when the tailgate's open. So I'm going to go ahead and drill and bend the other one and slap that one on. Alright, I got the support brackets in, the fenders. Let's see how floppy this thing is. Moved a little bit. Stop. Alright. Still floppy. A lot better than it was. But it works. Okay, so I got the brackets on the fenders. Help support the bed sides. It did take some slop out of the sides, but not all of it. The main problem is, I didn't realize this until I had everything all together. But I'm missing a piece that goes from there to the other side. And I knew I was missing that piece, but now that I got everything together, it's obvious that they tie in together and they will take a lot of slop out if I have a piece in there tying them together. So yeah, I gotta make a piece. Didn't have it when I bought the truck. Just a pile of parts, and it's one of the many pieces that was missing. So I'm gonna have to come up with something. I'll make something. I'll figure it out. But for now, I think I'm done with the bed. I'm gonna take a break from this crap. But got any comments, questions, criticisms, suggestions, anything? I'm open to anything. Obviously, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. This is just a hobby on the weekends. And this thing is pretty rough. I'm just slapping this thing together. So, yeah. Hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.